Substrate, substrate, substrate. Let's talk about substrate. Hello, my name's Ian. Welcome back to the Grow Zone. Today I'm going to talk to you about substrate. One of the many things you have to deal with when you're growing mushrooms is the substrate that they're grown on. Behind me here is a beautiful pile of substrate which has been broken up. I wanted to talk to you about what this is made of, where we get it from, and what we plan to do with it. The pile that you can see here is the result of many months of growing, and this is our trial to see if this is a viable source of mulch material and compost material for market gardeners and farming. The substrate that we grow our mushrooms from is a combination of birch, which is a hardwood, and a lupin husk, a byproduct of the lupin industry, and it also contains water, the blocks that we get, and mycelium of various varieties, lion's mane, shiitake, oyster, king oyster. This huge bed of compost or mulch material, substrate material, has been broken up by me, and we have a trial going to see if this is good for growing and to see what happens to it when we pile it up. Very, very soon after this has been broken up from the blocks, which are 1 kilo, 1.5 kilo to 2 kilo, gets broken up and it turns into this beautiful material. And if we dig down in here just a little bit, I can hopefully show you. Maybe I'll just put my hand in and feel it, but it is getting warm in here, so it's actively composting, and that's a really good sign. This is filled with really lovely mycelium and nutrients for growing, and we think it's going to be a really good mulch material to grow food. And Martin from Svampfarmen and me have talked about this at length, and it's a lovely regenerative cycle. If we can get in substrate, grow mushrooms to produce food, sell those mushrooms to restaurants and private persons, and then use what is essentially our waste product to then grow more food and sell to the same communities we sell the mushrooms to. Let me dig a hole in this and we'll see if I can feel any hop. Okay, I didn't think I'd be able to show you on camera, but you'll have to trust me. This is actively composting in here. Quite a nice deep hole, and right at the bottom here it's nice and warm and doing exactly what we expected it would do. And breaking down, there's a chunk of a different colour, maybe that's a different variety. All the lovely mycelium in there, and all the other goodies ready to put on garden beds and to grow more food. Like I mentioned before, we have been trialing this on active growing plants. We're also working with a market gardener down in Torna Hällestad, and I'll put his link in the description. He does a small CSA, food boxes, food bags, and sells to restaurants as well. And he's using our substrate to grow in his market garden, and we're also using it here on the farm where my container is parked to grow various bits and pieces which we are documenting. And we've actually received funding for this from Miljövårdsfonden. I'll put their description as well, and their logo probably. They'll like that. Let me take you around some of the beds we've got this mulch material on. Now this is our first trial here, and I know you can see there is some plastic bedding down here, but not right up against the roots. And this is all of our substrate that's being used to grow these chilies. Oh, this guy. I wonder if it's spicy. More examples here. Beautiful flowering. We have discovered that straight out of the farm, having done soil testing, that the blocks can be a little acidic. Now this is great for berries and some other plants, but after a short while composting, like in our pile over there, it neutralizes and starts to break down with the heating process, and becomes this wonderful mulch material. Go bee go. Further up into the farm we have our, I think it's referred to as 3 sisters, could that be right? Here we see in the undergrowth more mulch material. Mushroom substrate in action. So pretty early on when we started thinking about testing this substrate, I had the idea of doing a trial with Bokashi, big Bokashi V1. I did my best to seal this wheelie bin, and I also put a tap at the bottom of this there, and it has a false bottom inside the bin. You can see there, yeah, there and there. And this is an ongoing trial. Well, let's have a look in it. I haven't looked in here for a little while. Well, as you can see by the condensation there, it is still sealed. Has a pungent smell, very pungent, and beautiful to see all the mycelium in there and the Bokashi working together. This is broken up substrate and Bokashi layered up and pressed down all the way to the bottom in a big lasagna. And I think this is going to be wonderful stuff. So yeah, this is a brief overview of how we're using our substrate and how we're trying to create a usable product out of our waste product, and we'll be actively documenting it, the usage here and the usage down in Torna Hällestad, and we'll share our results when we know them ourselves. This is obviously quite a long trial because of the process takes a little while. What do you do with your substrate? Please let me know. Is this going to work? Do you think I'm mad? All those things I'd like to know. See you in the next one. Bye.